now.
Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to use the mill. And this is going to be the product that we get done with, just a simple nameplate with my name in it. The first thing we need to do is get our stock in the mill. I'll tell you a couple things about the mill. The power switch is going to be located right back here. It has a nice green LED on it. And inside the mill, I want to make sure you have this thick sacrifice board here. We call it a sacrifice board because we can cut in it. We don't mind that. And you'll notice there's kind of a gray axis here. And we're going to eventually put our stock so it lines up on that gray axis. The mill's going to move left and right. That is our x-axis. It's going to move in and out. Actually, the table will move in and out. That's our y-axis. And then up and down, the mill will move. That's our z-axis. Okay. Our stock, as if you notice here, I've went ahead and I've done some diagonals so I find the center point. And now what we need to do is put some double-sided tape on there, and I'll show you how to hold that in our mill. I've got one piece started. If you cannot find the double-sided tape, let me know. And I'm just going to put 2 strips on there, one I started to speed this video along a little bit. And once you get that on there, you have to peel the white off. That went very smoothly. Sometimes it's not that easy. This one will be a little bit more difficult because I don't have a sharp edge. There it goes. Okay, and we're going to bring that over there. We want to put it the long way. And hopefully from the video you can see my gray or silver axes here. And I want to put that piece so that it's nice and square in that. If I don't get it square, then it's not going to be square for my part. And I'm just going to kind of push down hard on that, and our stock will be secured. So there's no vise, just that double-sided tape. So our mill is loaded. I can go ahead and shut the lid. The mill will not work with the lid open. You'll notice I have a USB cord from the mill plugged into my laptop. On the laptop right now, I've brought up my program. So this is my STL. And over here in one of the videos you watched me do, I've created all the different milling operations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to my start menu, and I'll make a screencast of this as well. And I want to open up a piece of software. Actually, I'm going to go right back to there. A piece of software called vPanel. Okay, and on here, it's going to actually control the mill. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go up here to User Coordinate System and click on Machine. And I'm just going to click on X, Y, and Z. And if you notice, my machine is going to go to what we call the origin. Okay, but it's not going to be on the origin that I want it to move my part along. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to click on User Coordinate System. Now notice all my numbers are no longer at 0. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move the tool bit to my center point of my program. Now right down here is a couple important toggle switches. Continue, times 100, times 10, and times 1. This is how much we can move the tool. Right now we want to move the tool a whole bunch, so I'm going to put on continue, and I'm going to move. And I'll bring April over here, and she'll see that my milling bit is starting to move. And now I'm going to move on my y-axis, and now I'm going to bring down my z-axis. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down so it just about touches. And once again, right now I'm going to try to center it. I'm going to turn off continuous and go to times 100. Okay, and that's going to let me zero it right in. And what I want to do is get that to the point where my z-axis basically is going to come down tight on this piece of tape. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm just going to lower my z-axis until that piece of tape kind of rips out of there. So that looks good there, and if you notice real close, my bit is centered real nice on my X. Okay, that's what I want. Now, I'm going to go ahead and close the lid, come back to my computer, and look and see that all my numbers are not at 0. So, right over here where it says Set Origin Point, I want to click on XY, hit Yes. Notice my numbers went to 0. Click on the Z. It's going to give me another dialog box. Click Yes. Now everything's at 0. That's where I wrote the program from. So if I look at my STL, I wrote my program right from this axis right here. Okay, at this point, I have the machine set up to go. I can come back over here to my Modella software, and I can click the Cut button. I'm going to get some dialog menus. Click OK. Click Continue. Click OK. And you'll notice my mill has started up. and it's going to go ahead and it's going to start to do the surfacing cut. Now this is going to probably take a half an hour, so we're not going to shoot this whole video, but it's going to kind of get us started. You can see it's already starting to remove material, and it'll cut that out, and eventually we'll get this nice little badge right here all cut out with our name in there and a nice chamfer. So, kind of zoom back on me. What you need to do before this point is watch my 5 videos where we create the geometry, then we go into the Modelo 4 and create the tool pass, and then finally run it. I will have another video for you on how to use the software that I showed you on here in case you didn't see it very well. So there's 5 or 6 videos in this video, and you're ready to run. Just always find me before you're ready to run. Thank you.